When we actually were able to get into the World Trade Center where the collapses were, I don't think we were quite ready to see the devastation of what happens when those towers collapsed. There literally was such devastation, everything was dust.
Recently, one of the key members and starter first people of this team recently passed away from World Trade Center related cancer. So he was the first member, retired. He had recently retired over the last few years, and so for me that was a hit because it was, again, another family member. There's a few things for me that have been certified as World Trade Center related. Luckily, not anything debilitating or just stuff to kind of keep an eye on.
But I never had any breathing treatment or issues before, and now everything instantly turns into a respiratory infection. So obviously as COVID came up, that was always a real concern because that's another thing that attacks the respiratory.
That's my biggest concern because I've seen so many that have across the system. Again, we are friends with all these other task forces that went, and a lot of them have had the same issues.
The one thing that I did walk away from the World Trade Center itself is just really embracing my family. As a fire department, we all recognize that something could happen at every day that we go to work, but that made it real. That made it real when we see something so tragic and so devastating that it made it really real, and just the connection that I had with my family as we were finally off of the pile and being able to rest with the time change and our work operational period. My family was really good about reaching out to the friends and just sending a text message to me. So when we were in our rest period, I would just sit there and listen to all of the messages and the phone messages that I got, and that was kind of my inspiration that kind of kept me motivated to keep moving forward and to really have that connection to the family, because we weren't able to call our family members back, but that phone messages is what really kind of helped that and really kind of created that family values that was good for me.